Alright guys, with the new wipe for N8 starting today, I know it's a day late because of the delay we got over there. I was kind of messing around building a similar base like this in Deep Desert. I did it out of Harco just so it's stronger, but I was messing around with, what you can do with tiles and things like that. Basically trying to figure out how to get my exterior wall a little bit stronger just because, people are eventually going to be blowing in. You want to have as many pancake layers as you can, as much defense as you can so you don't get screwed. What I ended up doing was something basically like this. What this will allow you to do is give you two walls on your exterior. Obviously, you don't have to do it this close. You can do, another layer of honeycomb if you want, but this tends to work out really nicely. What you can do here is actually put these walls up like this. You're going to end up with two entire walls basically, in a super small area. So not only can you go ahead and put walls up on this side right here just for a little bit of protection. So this could be your initial honeycomb on your base. Now if they blow through that, it's not a big deal, right? You're gonna have this wall right here. The crazy thing is you're gonna have a second wall right there behind it. So when they do finally get through here, they're having to blow through 3 walls just to even get to this, if this is another honeycomb in here, whatever you end up doing. But you'll have, 2 thick walls right here they're going to have to go through. This is going to be huge on all of your bases. As much as you can do so that you don't get blown into, the better. And even still right here, just for an example, let's go ahead and fill this part up right here, slap a half wall in. We'll get up here. Normally, obviously, you'd have roofing up here. Let's just throw some triangles in real quick. Alright, so you got that in. So, basically, like I was saying, you have 2 walls here instead of just 1. It's an easy honeycomb. People won't really notice it. You can even fit in one of these right here on this corner so that you have, people can't really see it as easily. It does it. Let's see. Let's do everyone but the one I'm trying to build, of course. There we go. So let's just delete all these extra ones I accidentally did. But it pretty much covers it up. What I ended up doing was building mine a little bit higher, up to this height or so there's more pancake layers on top of here for them to blow through. And then after I did 2 layers of this, essentially with the double wall up with 1 additional layer, I did another pancake wall right on top of there. So you can just take this, throw these on here like this. Fill them all in. And if you really don't want people to notice that there is multiple layers on there, you can cover it up pretty easily. Just throw a roof on top of that so they don't see that. From above, it's just gonna look like this. No one's gonna realize that this is 2 walls right here. And you can do this all the way around. So instead of, just doing it for that one part right there, bring this back around the other way as well for your entrance. Get yourself an extra pancake layer in there without anyone noticing. It's gonna be nothing worse than, a guild coming in, they blow 1 wall. Alright, cool, only 1 more it looks like to go until you get to the core. Blow this other wall. Turns out there's a 3rd wall just sitting here. They're gonna have to go through a ton of rockets just to get into your base at that point. Super handy. Alright, so once again, just trying to give you a little bit of an aerial view. This is what we're looking at. Triangles all the way through here. Airlock would be here in the base. Put steps down. Once you put the steps down, make sure you put a wall on each side of the steps just so you can start putting bricks from that side. From there, you'll put your first triangle right here. And then just keep bringing these all the way around. Oh, 1 too far. So from this one right here, you do want to switch to square. So once again, this first triangle right here comes off of this wall, just like that. It'll be 3 total in a row, and then a square. Once you get your squares down, obviously your base is probably going to be a little bit longer, so I'm just using a regular fief on this one. I can't put another sub fief down at the moment just because of other bases. but you should be able to kind of see, you know, this is exactly the footprint you want. You'll end up with this tiny gap right here on each side. That's where you're slapping those walls down that I was just showing you. So from there, you know, just put all of them in. Make it to whatever level you need. You can do half walls right there just so it's even and you have a nice consistency around the side. But yeah, look at that. It's so nice to have 2 walls on the outside of your base. No matter what, you know, you're probably going to end up just putting that extra one over here just because why not? You already have the structure down for it and stuff like that. So that blueprint should be awesome for you to go ahead and get started on these bases.